Hello boys and girls and mums and dads, I'm reading a story today called Topsy and Tim Meet the Firefighters, written by Gina Garth Adamson and published by Blackie's Children's Books. One morning, when Topsy and Tim were on their way to school, they heard a fire engine. It raced past them, sirens sounding and the blue lights flashing. All the other traffic got out of the way. Everyone knew that the firefighters were hurrying to put out a fire. "Kerry's dad's a firefighter," said Topsy. "I expect he's on that fire engine." But Kerry's dad wasn't on that fire engine. It was his morning off, and he was taking Kerry to school. Topsy and Tim told him about the fire engine they had seen. "They're called fire appliances, not fire engines," said Kerry's dad. "There's an open day at my fire station on Saturday," said Kerry's dad. "Would you like to come and see all of our fire appliances?" "Yes, please," said Topsy and Tim. On Saturday, Topsy and Tim and Mum set out for the Belford fire station. There were lots of children at the fire station. Firefighters in yellow helmets were looking after them. Topsy and Tim soon found Kerry and her dad. Kerry was waiting to go on the long turntable ladder. Topsy and Tim wanted to go up too. A firefighter helped them all onto the cage on the end of the ladder. He gave them safety helmets to wear. The firefighter at the back of the appliance pulled up a lever and the ladder started to go up. It grew longer and longer and went higher and higher until the people on the ground looked like small toys. "We hose water down on the burning buildings from up here," said the firefighter. "And you rescue people from high windows and roofs," said Kerry. When they'd come down from the ladder, Mummy bought them each a little firefighter's helmet. "I'm going to be a firefighter when I grow up," said Kerry. "Can girls be firefighters?" asked Topsy. "I don't think so," said Tim. "Yes, they can," said the lady who was selling the toy helmets. "I'm a firefighter, just like Kerry's dad. Women can be firefighters, but they have to be as strong and as brave as the men." To show how strong she was, she gave Tim a fireman's lift. Kerry's dad took them in to see how the fire station worked. "When there's a fire and someone phones 999, he said, "we get the message on the teleprinter. A loudspeaker tells us where to go and which appliances to take. Alarm bells ring and the firefighters run to the appliances. If they're upstairs, they slide down a pole. It's quicker than running down the stairs." Kerry's dad lifted the children into the cab of a big fire appliance. They pretended to drive to a fire. Near the big fire appliance was a much smaller one. "Is that a baby fire engine?" asked Tim. "It's a van full of rescue equipment," said Kerry's dad. "We took it to accidents and rescue people from crashing cars and trucks." Kerry's dad showed them the tall tower where the firefighters practiced with their ladders and hoses. "When we have finished, we hang the hoses in the tower to dry," he told them. Next to the tower was a room that had been on fire. It made their noses tickle. "We make smoky fires in here," said Kerry's dad. "Then we practice patting them out and rescue people. We have to wear masks and carry trunks of air on our backs, or we would choke." Kerry took Topsy and Tim into a showroom full of fire dangers. It looked like an ordinary living room. "See if you can spot where fire starts," said Kerry. Tim spotted a cigarette on the arm of a chair. "That could start a fire," he said. Topsy spotted a box of matches on the floor. "A naughty little child might start a fire with those," she said. "And that electric heater would be behind a fire guard," said Mum. Mummy spotted more fire dangers near a kitchen stove. "Are smoke detectors any use?" she asked Kerry's dad. "I think I ought to get one." Kerry's dad showed them a smoke detector and made it work. It made a loud bleep, bleep, bleep noises. If there was a fire in your home one night, the smoke detector would wake you up, he said. "You've got one," Kerry told Topsy. It was time to go home, but before they went, Kerry's dad gave them a last treat. It was a ride around the station yard on a children's fire appliance. The clever firefighters had made it especially for their open day. The end. Stay safe.